All right, you guys. This is gonna be a fun call tonight. I'm really excited because we're gonna discuss what our future looks like. And I'm really thrilled to tell you about all the things, get your ideas, get your insights, get your input, explain the reasoning behind a lot of stuff as well. Because there's obviously been a lot of transitions going on in the recent weeks. So I guess I'll start with this. The final week of the 1st Phorm challenge is this week. So if you're still in there, still working in the app, please do take those last pictures, finish up the challenge. That's always wonderful. I have a number of you that had outstanding results this past challenge, so why not showcase that? Would love to see you finish that out. Now, as far as everything else goes, the new platform, as far as challenges are speaking of, we have our first and new leaderboard challenge that is going to start on Friday. We had one start Monday, but I'm learning as we go a little bit because apparently you can't add people in as they get going in the platform. So there's only like 12 people in there. So now that we've had so many more people join the fun, and points how they were accumulating, I had to edit that. So we're starting on Friday, which is December 1st. So it works really, really well. Gives everybody a chance to get going in there that wants to get going in there this week. And then everybody will be a part of that leaderboard challenge where you're going to get points for habit completions, workout completions, hitting nutrition goals, all of that good stuff. And then the top 3 on the leaderboard at the end of the month are going to win prizes, which is awesome. So that is going to start Friday, and it should be much more evenly dispersed this time around and not so massively accredited to people who have habits assigned to them and not so much everyone else. So it's going to be better now. So that's that. And then NH Fitness socks, if you ordered those, it is my understanding that the proofs have been approved and they are working on getting them processed and they should be shipped soon. With that also being said, I have a number of them that are going to be shipped to me. So if you missed out and you still want to get a pair, you want to order a second pair, anything like that, go ahead and order them and I will plan to send them to you myself. So that will be how that works. If you did the pre-order, yours will get directly shipped to you as soon as they're ready. So that should be soon. The other thing that I did want to talk about before we dive into what's next and all of that, please do share about our community, share about the Facebook group, invite people to the Facebook group, share about our new platform, especially obviously if you're in there, if you're enjoying the workouts, or if you like tracking your food in there, or you like that the recipes are in there, or you like the community fact of it, or the challenges that we're going to do, whatever it is, if you like aspects of the platform, if you like my posts or recipes or podcasts or anything like that, please share about it, talk about it, post about it, like however you want to. Every little bit helps. And I want to get as many people into our atmosphere that want to be in there as possible. And it's only going to help you and help me more and help all of us keep going. So the more people that you can have in there that are like-minded like you, the better that we're all going to do. So if you have people that are on the fence or don't know where they want to turn when it comes to making health changes in the next few weeks, because that seems to, and everybody seems to hop on the train, think of us, think of what we're doing here. And if you feel like it's a good fit for them, bring it up and then leave it in the ball in their court. See if they want to take it on, see if it's something that they want to do. But I sincerely, genuinely appreciate every single referral that any of you have ever sent my way. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, as far as what's next, a couple of things I want to clear because there's been so many people asking, and that's fair. It's like changes nobody was expecting. I wasn't expecting to do these changes. I decided to start making these changes the 1st of November. So it hasn't even been a full month. And I put all of this together with Jenna and Jamie and Mackenzie over the last month. It's been crazy. And so I'm still absolutely representing 1st Phorm. Okay. I'm still representing their supplements, still representing their gear. All of that is still the same. My coaching platform is just changing. And so by changing platforms, it's opened up my eyes to a whole array of new opportunities, not just for me, but for everyone that we work with in here. And so if you have like the annual subscription or the monthly subscription through 1st Phorm, I did want to also touch on that I will still coach through the 1st Phorm app for people and honor those people that have a subscription that's ongoing. Or if your subscription for, the month had just renewed, like November 15th, November 20th, I will still coach you through the 1st Phorm app until that gives up, because I don't want you to lose money. I don't want you to feel like you wasted money. So if your subscription is still active in the 1st Phorm app and you don't want to transfer in yet, I get that. Just let me know when that changes, and then we can get you into the new platform at that point, if you so choose to go that way. But that's kind of how that is. So don't worry if you have that annual subscription with them. I'm more than happy to honor that and still help you, just like I always have through there. So there's that. Now, as far as everything else, the reason for the new platform and everything, it is really just going to be more of an opportunity to help everyone on a more personal level, a more specific level. So for like monthly subscribers, oh, hold on, I already talked about that. On to the next one. So the new platform is going to allow me to like specify programs to you if needed, right? So for some people, you know, if they have an injury and they're in the unlimited access program, I can actually assign one of our existing programs to you, but I can modify it around your injury if you need me to. That's something that I can do, and which I couldn't do before. I can also, you know, go ahead and, you know, set up and do customized macros or meal plans for you. And then you can still track in there just like you always have, which is really awesome. You can also use a lot of our classic NH Fitness recipes that we have everywhere. They're already loaded in there, so you can simply just click and use and follow the recipe card and use them, which is awesome. Let's see. We also have an interactive calendar in the new platform, which I think is super awesome. So for people that are in the unlimited access plans, you'll notice that your calendars, you have more things popping in on there for like check-ins and holding you accountable and things like that. And then your workouts are actually scheduled into the calendar as well, and we can move them around. You can actually schedule your own workouts in there as well, so they pop up on your to-do list when you choose that you want them to, which is really fantastic. But this is really just going to allow me to spend a lot more time coaching the people that are most dedicated, the people that want to be in there. I feel like a lot of people maybe signed up for the 1st Phorm app and didn't really know what they wanted. So they kind of bounce around to different coaches or whatever for a while until they find one that they like. And, you know, I love so much that maybe that was you and you found me and I've been helping you for a long time, and that's great. But there's a vast number of people that are just sort of there. And I didn't feel like they really appreciated the time at all. And with people transferring into this platform, I know you want to be there. I know that you want to learn. I know that you want to get the progress or be a part of the community or to do the workouts. And when that's the case, I now have more time to be able to pour into that to the people that truly want it. So I'm really excited for that piece of it as well. It's much more personalized, like I was saying, very, very community based, right? It's just us, right? So that's really, really awesome. We get to do whatever the hell we want to, and I love that. And the 3 tiers allow you to choose what you want from month to month. So if you want to just sort of like do a basic plan, macros, track, do your own thing for a while, that's fine. We can do that. If you want a little bit more, you want the programming, we go to intermediate. If you want a bit more, you want to really kick butt and you want to do all the accountability, then we do the unlimited. If you really want to go crazy, you do the unlimited annual, and that's great, because really, honestly, Brittany did the math the other day, and it makes sense to do the, you know, unlimited for the whole year if you were planning to bounce back and forth between the plans a little bit. So totally up to you. I'm not going to spend your money for you. I just want you to know that the option is there for you to change things up as you so choose. It's also a one-stop shop, so you won't need any other platforms or subscriptions anymore, which is going to ultimately save you money in the long run. I have people that have canceled the 1st Phorm app. I have people that have canceled Beachbody programs. I have people that have canceled Playbook programs, all kinds of different things, so that they just have one thing, and that makes it so much easier that it's all in one place. So that is an option to put more money back in your pocket. So with that being said, things that are coming up, I am planning relatively on dates, right? These are going to be a little bit, I don't know for sure, but a bands only program. So resistance bands only. So it's going to be great for people that only have bands, or for beginners that only have bands, or maybe you travel a lot, that kind of thing. So we're going to have a bands only program. I'm hoping to release that around the January 1st area. Also planning to do a core add-on program that'll be, 8 or 12 weeks of just core work that you would add on to your regular programming. So that's going to be something that's coming out around January 1st. I'm also planning to have a hormone reset boot camp. And that I'm hoping to launch around February 1st. This could be sooner, might be a little bit later, but somewhere around that February 1st area. Also planning to do a stress and gut reset boot camp that will also be around that February 1st area. So those are going to be different things where we really attack habits, nutrition, food choices, caffeine intake, timing, all of that stuff, all these little pieces that go into resetting hormones, resetting gut and stress reaction signals, working on your parasympathetic nervous system reactions, all of those things to make sure that we're resetting those deals for you. You learn why and how so you can help manage it as you move forward. So those programs are going to be coming out in the near future. We're also looking at doing a buy-in transformation challenge, probably somewhere around February 1st, probably opening it up to like buy into it on the 15th of January. And basically what that's going to be, for all my people that are in Unlimited, you'll get discounts on those buy-in transformation challenges. So it's just going to be like a more intense thing. You'll get access to, different types of calls that we do, really trying to push you a little bit harder for whatever set amount of weeks that we decide to do, maybe 6 weeks. Those kinds of things. And so that's going to be options that we have in the future as well. But this is really just the beginning. I have a lot more ideas that I want to put into effect as well, but I've got to walk before I run. So I'm trying to put it all into place slowly but surely. The last 4 weeks have been pedal to the metal and I'm loving it. So far so good. But I want to know if there are things like certain types of programs that you want to see in there, please let me know what they are. I will put them into the shuffle of things that we create. If there's certain types of boot camps, or if you want to see some type of option in there, just let me know what those look like, or send it to Jenna, send it to Jamie. We can kind of see and brainstorm what we can do with it, and we can put it into effect. Really, the opportunities are endless. And we can do whatever we want to with this platform. And I want to make sure that we utilize it and utilize your time and my time and get the most out of it as we can. So all ideas are welcome. And I'm just grateful for everybody. I am blown away by how many people have already transitioned in. And I'm just so I cannot tell you how grateful I am for it. So that's what I've got. You guys, if you have any questions, unmute, put them in the chat. I'm happy to answer anything, whatever you need. Amy, thank you so much, sweetheart. I just love you. And I'm really hoping that you can walk tomorrow after those leg extensions yesterday. I'll be sure to add those in a couple of weeks. Does anybody else have questions? Literally on anything. I'm an open book. Let's see, can I share my screen and show some of the app? I should be able to. Let me plug my phone in. I have to switch into my other mode. Give me a moment. That's a good idea. I can do that. Here, let's go. Oh, we don't need to do that. If my technology side works well, we can definitely do that. All right, so we're going to share my phone. Fingers crossed. Are we going to work? Allow. Oh, yes, it's going to work. Okay. So if we go in here, this is the coaching side of things. So it's actually kind of cool. I can go into and look at your profile as you see it, or I can look into my profile as I see it. So I'll just go to mine as if I am looking at it, right? So this is kind of what your profile would look like. I could log out and log in as my other, coached self. So this isn't going to give you the full thing, but this is kind of what your dashboard will look like until we get my actual branding in there, because this is going to update and be all NH Fitness style here soon. But we can do customized macros just like always. So we tap on your foods, all of this will add up to what I set for you. And you can log things just like you always have, which is super helpful. You can take pictures of it if you want to, which works really, really well. This is kind of all my stuff for the full day. You can also copy things ahead as you always have before. So the 3 little dots, you can copy to another day, makes it really, really easy. If you go to the details tab, this is where it gets really cool. And I can see this on your end too. if we scroll down, it doesn't only tell you like calories, protein, carb, fat, but I can see how much like added sugar you had, like how much sodium you're taking in, those kinds of things, that I can be like, hey, hold the phone. We need to really fix this, this, and this, because I think that that's why we're having issues. So I can see a lot more details with your stuff this way, which is really, really fantastic. Another cool part that we had always wanted before is you can actually add comments to your days that will show through to the coaches. So myself, if, you know, in the future, Jenna and Jamie will help me and we'll assign people to them too, and we'll all be under this big hub together. But say like you went to your cousin's wedding and you could be like, guesstimated, this is what we had, da, 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 da. Awesome. Perfect. Now I know you went out on a date night, or you went to a wedding, or you went wherever and we guessed, and that's fine. Or, that kind of thing. So we can put comments in, which is super helpful. Other things, we can do very specific habits to you. So like, for instance, my word for 2024 is empower, which is very fitting. I actually need to check that off because we definitely did that today, and it'll give you a big high five when you do that, which is super. And it gives you goal streaks and stuff. So then tracking water, we have it broke down into 5 or 6, depending who you are, 20-ounce goals per day. We can add other things like gratitude, Bible reading, 10,000 steps, whatever you want in here, which is great. The workout program. So the minimal equipment, 30 minutes per day is going to be the one that shows up automatically for the majority of people in intermediate and unlimited as an add-on. So you don't necessarily have to do this program, but it's one that's just going to show up as an add-on to fall back on if you need it. A lot of people are doing it as their primary program, which is great. So there's that. So for instance, if I were to tap on that, it would take you to today's workout, tell you need bands and dumbbells. It'll take you about 33 minutes to do. You can go through it. It'll tell you when to rest, when to go, how much you need to do of it. And then we took the time and we went through and we recorded videos of us doing all the movements. I couldn't have chose a worse still face for this one to show you all. There it is. But it'll show you how to do everything. So it'll bring it up and walk you through exactly how to do the different movements. And all of these videos are of myself and Jenna. And then Jamie actually is doing follow along workouts on Saturdays. So you guys will see that, which is super cool. But that's kind of what those look like. Let's see. It also is going to pull in, if you have like a Garmin or a Fitbit or Apple Watch, it's going to pull in a lot of that extra information. So it has your steps right in there. It has your sleep pulled in. You have your pictures in there, resting heart rate. I can see all that information. I'll also be able to see when we go to like workouts. I did one that was outside of the app today. I'm finishing up another program I had been doing before I jump into ours. And it just pulled in as general, but I can see that my average heart rate during this workout was 111, how long it lasted, max heart rate during that workout, everything. So I can see a lot of really interesting information from you guys, which is so, so helpful.
Nikki, can I add something really fast?
Yeah, please.
So if you have a Garmin or an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or anything, will you scroll down where it has like the pictures and like your steps and all that?
Right here.
So where it says, okay, you don't have theirs on there, but so the little like sprocket up top, you can click on that to have it tell all the different things. So the one that says caloric intake, I don't know where mine's pulling it in from, but it was adding a spot in there that was not equal to the macros that I had already entered. So just be aware of that like use the macros that you've entered in the top, or even get rid of it from down there, which is what I did.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how often it updates your steps. So don't be alarmed. Like obviously we don't base your entire day off of your steps taken, but I don't know how often it updates, because sometimes mine's like hours and hours later.
I think it depends how often you update your watch to your phone's app, and then your phone will automatically update this one. I think that it just depends how often that links through. Like my Garmin's constantly connected to my phone, so it automatically updates really, really often for me. So there's that. But yes, there's a lot of opportunity to see a lot of things. It also gives you badges when you complete things, which is super cool. Another thing that I do think is really awesome. Oh,
sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're
What's
fine. Can I say one more thing while I'm thinking about it? Holly was a genius, and she took her pictures from the First Form app, saved them, and then uploaded them as pictures in here. So you have them all in one place. So I highly recommend doing that. If you are going to get rid of the First Form app, screenshot them all and just upload a couple sets. You can upload as many sets as you want, but just so you have them all in one place and you can compare along the way. Okay, that is all.
No, that's a super good idea. I didn't even think about uploading them in here. I just told everybody to screenshot the ones that they wanted and save them in a folder. So that's even better. Something I also did want to point out is when you go to log your food, I just pulled up for tomorrow, but if you go to add meal, oh, I can't do it because I'm not logged in. But usually if you go to add meal, then you can go to discover and it'll have a ton of our NH Fit recipes already in there with ingredients, instructions, all of it right there, macros. All you have to do is hit log and it pulls it in. So that's really, really helpful. This is the calendar I was talking about. So it's telling me all the things. You can log back this way and see what you did. If you missed a workout, you can make one up. All of that good stuff. As far as like the workout area goes, people that are in the basic are going to have access to the 3-day per week program, which we all have as on demand. For everyone else, if you just need a random one, you can literally go through them all and pick whatever you want. But this is the one that's assigned to my basic people for the lower tier, the $9.99. Everybody else has access to all of the programs that we put out, which is awesome. So we have our minimal daily equipment workouts, which show up here. They'll always be on demand. I also have our hypertrophy program, which is an 8-week program. I love this program. I'm really, really loving it. So this is available and I can assign this to anyone who's wanting to take it on and really focus on muscle size and therefore fat burn. The more muscle we carry, the more fat we burn. That's kind of how that works. So it's going to help increase your metabolism. So that program's there. We also have our on-demand 12-week strength program in here, which is going to be all about strength. So it's very, very repetitive. That's how we do progressive overload, but that's available in here too, if that's something that you're really wanting to focus on. But you can literally scroll through and pick whatever you want from there. And as we add more programs, all of that will be available in your on-demand section. You can add it to yourself as a program into your calendar, or we can assign the whole program to you. You can do one-offs. It's whatever you want to do with it. So there's that. When you look at goals, I can put very specific goals in for you. Mine is like muscle size. I really want to like work on more definition, more muscle size, really growing, and overall health is a very important one. So as we review things with you, we update things so we can really talk about this and see where we're at. These are all of my other daily habits that are in there. As far as the meal plan goes, if I assign specific macros to you, this won't really lead to anything, but there is options for like smart meal plans where it gives you meal descriptions and examples and such based on your goals and your preferences. But yeah, that is the basics of it. I mean, we could get so much deeper, but that's what it pretty much looks like. So I'm going to stop sharing. You guys can let me know if there's something specific you want to talk about. Hopefully that was helpful. Was that helpful? Yeah. Okay. Good. I am also planning to set up like training calls like I kind of did with the First Form app. I'm planning to get that figured out and set up here in the coming weeks too, to kind of like go through everything with you guys, the ins and outs of things too. So that'll be available for people that do sign up into the platform. Any other questions, any other things that you guys want to ask? Like I said, open book. I'm happy to answer anything. All right, guys. Well, I can let you go for the night. If you decide that you have questions or you want to check out the new platform or you're concerned about anything, let me know, let Jenna know, let Jamie know, like we will help you. We'll take care of you. I'm just once again, so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you and everything. Beyond blown away. So love you all. Have an amazing night and I will talk to you all later. Bye, everybody.